All right, are we live? Are we live right now? Are we live right now? I don't even know. I feel like we might be. Man, this is my first time doing this. And yeah, I gotta be honest, I think, oh, it's not that bad. Give me 1 second just to test out something. I'm gonna mute my mic. How do I mute the mic? Audio capture, man. OBS is kind of difficult to figure out. Give me 1 second just to test out something. I'm going to mute my mic. How do I mute the mic? All right, I think we're ready to get going. Cool. Yeah, today we're doing some chill OS dev gardening with XV6, which is just something I made up. But yeah, I've been, stream health is lower than recommended. Oh no. Man, this is complicated. This is complicated stuff. My stream health was good a minute ago. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, so today we're doing some chill OS dev gardening, which basically just means I'm gonna kind of just ding around a little bit. I'm not writing an OS from scratch or anything like that. What I did do is I just downloaded XV6, which is a very popular and like widely spread teaching operating system, and I have just been kind of dinging around with it, like not even doing anything too fancy or involved, but just to show you what I've done so far, I got a building which required adding like disabling a couple GCC errors. Then I added a print to the init system, which was pretty cool. I added a new syscall based off of I think it was ChatGPT actually that I followed. But that was pretty cool. I added C++ support. Honestly, I don't even know. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing this because I think no one's watching anyway. But yeah, I've just been doing some really basic stuff. I added C++ support to user space, meaning I can build a C++ program and run it in user space instead of just C programs. And yeah, just some other dumb stuff. And today I have just been continuing a little bit with my progress. I just added a Clang-format file and reformatted all files basically, which is pretty cool because it just makes the code base a bit of a nicer place to be. And the idea is just for me to feel a bit more at home in the code base, because it's like the analogy is that like this is my garden, and I want to feel comfortable with it. You know, technically it's a garden I kind of got from somebody else and I'm just kind of working on it. But I that's pretty much it. Yeah, let me do one more quick stream check. The idea is just for me to feel a bit more at home in the code base, because it's like the analogy is that like this is my garden, and I want to feel comfortable with it. You know, technically it's a garden I kind of got from. All right, I'm just gonna keep moving on. I promise. Like I think I have one viewer right now. That's very cool. Thank you for watching. I'm going to just post this on Twitter really quickly just to see if anybody wants to spontaneously join my stream. But I think today the plan is I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Well, obviously, because that's like the whole point of my doing this is to not be doing like huge crazy stuff, but just to be doing like little improvements here and there. But I kind of want to work on the build system a little bit, just really quick as like the VS Code. So like one thing that just really annoys me is that there are literally no folders inside xv6. Everything is in the same directory. I'm talking C files. I'm talking build output.o files. I'm talking the make file. I'm talking like this random bugs file and whatever. I'm talking the license file. I'm talking everything. I got everything in one direct. Yeah, the build output for all the user space programs. So, you know, I think like this is not going to be crazy OS dev, but I just want to work on that a little bit. So, concurrent viewers too, super cool. Thank you for clicking on the link. I would love to meet you. Also, feel free to like post in the chat or just say hello. Yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm just gonna post this on Twitter real quick. Doing my first stream ever. Chill OS dev gardening with xv6. Come hang. Doing my first stream ever. All right, got the old Twitter going. Doing my first stream ever. Probably just doing some build system work today. Come hang. Post. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So just to kind of show you what I've got going right now. Like I said, I'm using xv6. I can even just open up a little web browser, kind of show you what's up. This is exactly what I'm using. So I'm using xv6 public. It's got like 7,000 stars. I did not make this, and but like it's a free, very basic OS that doesn't have like a lot of stuff in it, but it has the basics. So it's a great starting point actually for dipping your toes in the slightest bit into operating system development, which I've been really interested in for a long time. But it's just so time consuming to start from scratch with OS development. So, and I just don't, I'm like I think like a lot of people, I don't have time to start from scratch. It's just so time consuming. But the thing that's not time consuming is not starting from scratch. So yeah, here's the OS. I have my environment set up in a specific way. I just have this tool chain that I downloaded. It's a i386 tool chain with like a GCC and whatever. So targeting 32-bit x86, very boring, very plain, very kind of, you know, nothing crazy at all here, which is again totally the point, because I already know x86 pretty well. I already know C pretty well. So yeah. Anyway, got my toolchain and I got my environment set up, and then I can just use the make file that already came with it. Oh man. Okay, I need apparently I wasn't sourced to get that. So now I do make console.d missing separate. Did you mean tab instead of 8 spaces? I have no idea. Oh no. What the hell? What is console.d? Console.d? I've never heard of this in my entire life. Did I break something? All right, let's maybe I broke something when I formatted all the files. I'm not sure. Okay. Live chat. Moderation. Yo, what is your background and what's your day job? Oh shit, okay. Hey Maya. Man, sorry for missing your message. I just realized that YouTube doesn't show me all the messages by default. My background is, I would say it's actually in security, like infosec. I worked in infosec for probably like full time for like 3 years, but I was really into it when I was in university too. So I was doing that for a while, but then for the last 3 years, I've been working in music technology actually, on like music software, musical instruments, on a yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. And I would say I've been doing a decent amount of operating systems work throughout both of those jobs, in some aspect or another, in kind of different ways. So yeah, thanks for the question. I think we got 1 or 2 viewers in the stream, so that's cool. I am unfortunately debugging right now why I can no longer build the OS. Let me just, yeah, I just need to check out back to a commit where everything isn't broken. Make clean. Cyber, were you in malware analysis, or where did you get the skills for OS dev? So I think I want to be kind of clear that I don't actually have like a ton of OS dev skills. I do have a decent amount of Linux kernel experience, which I guess is kind of OS dev, but very much from the side of like reading the kernel and not really from the side of like writing actually like kernel code. But I wasn't really in malware analysis, although I did a decent amount of like reverse engineering because I was in the capture the flag world and the capture the flag scene for a while. And so I did a lot of reverse engineering through that. And then in my infosec days, I was also doing program analysis, which is basically like we were making tools to find bugs in programs. And so I got a lot of assembly experience with that because we were making tools to find bugs in programs without the source code. And so we were writing tools that operated directly on assembly code and on binaries. Yeah. Got 1 like on my tweet announcing this, which is, I'll call that a win. Maybe, yeah, I don't know where else I would post this, on Instagram maybe or something, but yeah, whatever. Let's keep it moving though. My like stuff is broken for some reason, which is very embarrassing, and we'll just figure it out together. Make Kimu. Does that work? What the hell is going on? Console.d? just remove this? Did you mean tab instead of 8 spaces? Man, I have like really screwed up everything. I just tried to format my code base and everything is messed up. Remove everything dot. What is in these .d files? That's a great question. It's like zombie.d. Oh. Holy crap. This is kind of not what I wanted to be doing. Okay, but this is okay. So what the hell? It like tries to include all these .d files. What is a .d file? So this is like, this kind of sucks, but I'm also kind of having fun because I'm learning about the build system of this OS that I inherited from the open source world. So that's cool, but I do not know where these was I not supposed to delete that file? Like, let's go take a look at the public thing. Okay, I don't see any .d files in here. So they're definitely generated by the build system. All right, I'm just gonna delete all the .d files. What about now? What happens now? Okay, great, I think that worked. Thanks for the answers. You sound proud and enthusiastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I love computers, and I just find this really like a really fun thing to do, and I'm personally just very interested in systems programming. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you asking the questions. Yeah, I would love to follow you on, if you have socials, I would be happy to follow you and stuff too. Feel free to post them or like DM me on Twitter or stuff like that. That's very cool. All right, we're making some progress here. So, and also feel free to ask any questions if you want. Maybe I'll just put that in the OBS. I'm still kind of learning how to do OBS. Oh, okay, nice. Not sure if you can see my screen going all whitewashed, but I have like this like eye safety program that just takes over once every 20 minutes. I'm gonna stand up for a little bit. All right, and we're back. Cool. Got my tea. Yeah. So, time to do some OS dev gardening. Got 2 likes on my tweet. Who liked the? I cannot see who liked my tweet. Anyway, all right. 2 concurrent viewers. So yeah. So basically, what we've just seen is me break my build system, but now it's working again, and it's totally working again. So that's what it looks like when the OS runs. But now that kind of sucks though, because I got it working, but now let me check back out to basically my branch, which is my offline mark branch, and then make clean. Does this work? Oh no, what is going on? Oh, this is so bad. What happened? I was just trying to run Clang-format on the code base. If you didn't know, Clang-format is a tool that just applies consistent formatting to like code files, and you can use it for like C and C++ and probably a bunch of other languages. And what's good about that is it just cleans everything up, because this code base that I've inherited or that I've cloned is written in this kind of very old school hacker style. First off, it's written in this super old school style, and it's like not clean. Like, well, maybe it is kind of. I don't know. Cleanliness is like, everyone has their own definition and opinion about what is clean or not. But I have the feeling that it wasn't formatted, or at least the style isn't quite what I'm used to and stuff. So that's literally what I'm trying to do. So sorry if you were disappointed, expecting some like low level hacking, but we're just trying to run Clang-format today and just kind of, again, feel a bit more at home in this like garden that I'm trying to just kind of build for myself. So yeah, post engagements. Yeah, okay, cool. I understand the cleaning stuff. I think every programmer has a bit of OCD on that. Yeah, I think OCD, there's OCD to it, but it's also not like, it's not totally irrational also. Like there's a lot of good reasons to have a clean and consistent code base. It's literally easier to read. I mean, that's a great reason in of itself. But man, I'm just like talking a bit too much, I think. Let's fix this. Like let's fix this. Make clean. So I can't build it anymore. And all I did was just run Clang-format on like all these files. And the thing about Clang-format is that it shouldn't change functionality. Although what is interesting here is that it can't find uint anymore. And uint is not like a standard C type. It's header file. Less types. Is it types? Yeah, so something went wrong. Oh, I see. I know why. So when Clang-format reformatted things, it changed the order of the includes, which is kind of funny because it tries to alphabetically order them, because that's nice. And that actually is breaking things, because apparently some includes love any feedback at all on the audio setup or even the video quality, because I'm not totally sure how clear it comes through. And also, I guess Maya, if that's how you say your name, I would love to learn a bit more about your background and what you're interested in. Yeah, like your experience with operating systems or anything like that. Would love to learn about that. But in the meantime, I'll fix this issue. Okay, so we can see that the error is in the boot in elf boot main.c. All right, let's check out boot main.c. I wonder if I can stream on Instagram too. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I couldn't get my screen on it, I think, so yeah. I work as SAP developer backend, like API on GUI apps or web apps. Very cool. Nice. I've heard of SAP before, but I'm not super familiar with it. Tried starting a bit on OS Dev, but was another project I stopped after a bit of lack of motivation. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Yeah, these projects are not simple. Like they're not super easy to just casually do, except if you're not starting from scratch. So that's very cool. Yeah, thanks for Thanks for that. What kind of like languages do you work in usually? You said like backend like API on GUI apps. That's kind of interesting. API is good, but SAP is a company, right? SAP is like a pretty big company. Um, I think it's a German company. I actually live in Germany, so that's pretty cool. So let's kind of fix this though. So here's how you fix an error. In file included from bootmain.c, elf.h. Let's check out elf.h. Okay, this is why we have our first like issue basically, which is that the elf.h file is missing an include for the types that it uses, because it uses uint but it doesn't get the include anywhere. So that's on them. That's on XV6. So let's make, okay. Seems like these errors are piling up here. Oh man. Well, that's part of the fun. And honestly, I don't even mind this, because like this is exactly what I mean by gardening. Like just kind of like, you know, this is not super intellectually like challenging work. Man. And which is good, because I like just finished a work day where I was like coding and stuff. So I'm not really in the mood for doing like, yeah, super intense stuff that's out of my comfort zone. But I would happily just garden a little bit of my OS and just improve things, like Clang-format it, and then now fix these issues. All right, so let's buff.h. I have a feeling this is gonna be absolutely everywhere. Include types.h. All right, let's build it again. I feel lock has incomplete type. Okay, yeah, all of these. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting that I broke the build so hard just by reordering the includes in some files, because that just points at kind of poor code quality, to be honest. Sleeplock.h. Lock.h. Okay, so I'm gonna do like this. I should really get Clang. I wonder if it would automatically Clang. No, I think I don't have the Clang-format plugin. Document width. Plus. No, oh, no. I just want to have Clang-format automatically running every time I save in a little bit. It automatically did something there, but it changed a bit too much, because yeah, I'm gonna quickly just pause and add a little bit of text to the stream, which I think I was gonna do a little bit earlier, just talk about the topic of what I'm working on, so people can just check that out. I think I can add a text, create new text, and the text says working on Clang formatting, code base, fixing. Is that huge? Is that like absolutely massive? I don't know where to put this text. Maybe I'll put it like up in the top corner or something like that. Yeah, man, I feel like a real pro streamer right now, with my like text and stuff. SAP has a specific language ABAP for the GUI and backend. For front end is JavaScript. At home, I love doing Go. Yes, SAP is a German company, but I lack a lot of knowledge on low-level stuff. Maybe that's why I quit so quick from the OSF project, since I was more copying and understanding and actually, yeah, that's a good point. I totally understand. Like, it can be very tempting to do OS dev, but there is a certain level of knowledge you do need to have before you can just kind of jump into it. So I think it can definitely be kind of discouraging if you don't. And I think I have a borderline. I mean, no, I definitely have a good amount of knowledge, but there's a lot of stuff that's quite unfamiliar to me, like especially the boot process. That's like one of the biggest things for me. If we can just take a quick look at the boot process of how this works right now, and it is like, first of all, it's assembly, which is like, I know a little bit of assembly. I can read assembly pretty decently well, but I definitely don't have a lot of experience writing assembly, and much less writing assembly that is the boot process of an OS, which is even very specific, because you need to go all the way from, you need to like boot the system, which is a very specific kind of task and requires a lot of arcane knowledge about how x86 processors work. Yeah, so like a lot of knowledge on low stuff, and that's why I quit. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Not sure if I have any viewers left. I think no one is seeing my Twitter thing. Maybe I'll post in Discord. I'll post in a Discord that I'm in, that I'm doing a stream, and maybe some people will come through from that. I'm just gonna try it out. Yeah, I'm gonna post in like I really like the software internals Discord. Just gonna post. Not sure if this kind of post is allowed, but I'm streaming some basic OS dev stuff with x86 right now on YouTube. Post that in the all right. All right, let's see if that post gets deleted by the mods. But yeah, all right. Anyway, boot assembly is crazy. I don't know this. Like, I'm interested in learning, but I'm not like that interested in going through all this pain, and so I'm more than happy just to like have somebody else do it and just kind of use their code. And maybe in the future I'll be able to get more into it and learn it myself, or maybe mod it or write it myself from scratch. But for the moment, I'm kind of doing like a middle out approach of the OS, where I'm kind of starting with it already kind of in a basic state, and I can improve it. And if I want to, I can kind of go lower and like rewrite things lower and lower if I want to. And I can also build up with like with the user space and stuff like that. So yep. Anyway, let's get back to work and fix these issues. So we are making progress, though. We are making solid progress. Basically, I don't know like what happened or like why this worked before, but for some reason they just never declared any of their includes for all this stuff, which is why it's failing left and right as soon as I Clang-format it. Man, this is gonna be a lot of hope I don't spend like too long on this because this kind of sucks. But yeah, but again, I don't mind. And I feel like, I mean, another thing that I just like about this kind of gardening approach, where I'm just kind of like doing little cleanups and whatever, is that even though it's not major features, I still feel like I'm making progress and like, moving forward in some way with this project. So, and that feels good. Holy, these errors are kind of wild. B size. Buff.h. fs.h defines the block size. Buff.h. I hope this is okay. I guess buff.h is related to the file system support, so yeah, let's keep going. So I just need fs.h. Cool. Yeah, no, we are making solid progress. We are going right along. So now I've included OS. Okay, let's run make. Scroll to the top. fs.h. fs.h. Again. Man, this code quality is not great. But if I'm being honest, I don't mind inheriting like a legacy code base. I'm pretty used to that kind of situation, and it's not the worst thing in the world. So include types.h. Super block. What is this thing? Redefinition of struct superblock. Struct superblock. In fs.h. Oop. All right, got my palm break going on in case you can't see that. Wow, that's super evident on the screen. Have to stand up, do some stretching. Very, very important to remember to prioritize your health. All right. Yeah, very important to prioritize your health if you're going to be doing programming and like sitting at computers or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Redefinition of struct superblock. Originally defined. Redefinition of superblock. That's kind of a weird error. I'm not super familiar with that error. I definitely see a definition. Bio. Oh. Okay, I know what the problem is. The problem is, there are no... I wonder if pragma once works. There's no include guards also. The pause one, I already procrastinate too much, no need. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just find that, eye health is very important. Okay, so, but to go back to this error, so the error we're getting is that the compiler is seeing multiple definitions of this struct, and the reason it's seeing that is because multiple files are like including this file, and then yeah, I don't think I can explain this like super clearly off the top of my head, but basically, when you're coding C, you need to do this like thing at the top of header files called a pragma once, or it's called an include guard, and pragma once is one way of doing it. Yeah, pragma once is one way of doing it. The more traditional way uses like the define keyword, but pragma once is like another way. It's got like looks weird, like what a weird word or whatever, but that fixed the error. We no longer got the super block error, so now we're moving on to spin lock. Pragma once. Whoa, look at that. All like a lot of the errors are kind of going away. Yeah, look at that. I think we're almost there. We're almost at a working build. we're almost building again, which feels good. Pragma once. You know, it's funny. I was literally just at work today and I was doing some code review and I had a bunch of, oh man, I had a bunch of code comments about missing pragma onces in my colleagues' code. And here I am adding more pragma onces. And it looks like, you know, I thought we were kind of close to the end, but I don't think so. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing on. Defs.h. You know, at least I hope I'm doing it right. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right. Interesting. Oh, what the hell? Why? No. Okay, I reacted that way because I just saw this line. Error parameter names without types in function declaration W error. But I should not be getting that kind of error, I think. Like the code, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I need a types.h. And while we're at it, let's do a pragma once. Okay. All right, moving along. Just gonna get a sip of tea. Cool. I mean, I want to thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening for some OS dev. Let's keep it moving. File.h. So I'm just looking at these errors I get, and yeah, file.h. You know the drill. Include sleep lock.h. And probably types because uint is used in this file. I mean, I'm like, eventually I think I might clean up the uint thing. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of custom type, like non-standard types like this. Like, I see the benefit in them, but also I'm more of a fan of just sticking to like the standard, like the C standard or the C++ standard, and just using the types that are available there, like int or int32t, or I guess unsigned int, or like size underscore t is actually, I guess, the more idiomatic type, which I think is a very confusing thing for early like new C programmers. It's like, because like int is a very common type, but actually unsigned int is a very uncommon type, I would say. I don't see unsigned int very much, and I've been around a decent amount of C and C++ code, but size t, on the other hand, that's everywhere. And yeah, that's just kind of an interesting thing, so I don't know. Anyway, what's going on here? Ndirect. fs.h. All right, does that make sense where we are? Yeah, we're in, yeah, it does make sense because we are in file.h. So it makes somewhat a bit of sense that we would need fs.h. I actually don't really even know what fs.h is. It's like core data structures for the file system. And then file.h depends on that in some kind of way. We are making progress, look at that. Very cool. Let's check the Discord. I got a fire react emoji by, was that by Phil? Yeah, the fire react in the Discord. Thank you. Are there any other Discords I could post this in? I don't know. No, I'm not in like that many Discords. Yeah. Oh well. This is a nice little cozy environment. Let's keep it moving. KBD H. You know, I was originally planning on not turning on my like mic or camera for this, but I'm kind of glad I did. I don't know, it's kind of fun just to like talk to yourself. At least like I feel like I'm just like talking to myself. Uchar, very interesting. Is that also in types.h? Yes, it is. That is so interesting why this didn't pragma once. Date.h pragma once include types.h mp.h. I should really like add these to my clipboard or something. I'm typing the same thing over and over again. Let me see if I can just add these to my clipboard. My clipboard viewer has a bunch of random things in it that I don't know if I clear clipboard. Yeah, whatever. Holy crap. Like, what is going on? Proc.h. You know, maybe I could be a better programmer. And I could use like some Vim registers or something like that. Like I could save these. How do Vim registers even work? For example, if I do like 9YY and then I do like 9P, oh shit. You know, I'm gonna take a second to learn this. Vim copy register. How do you use Vim registers? Oh yeah, oh right, you use the quote and then something. All right, so I'm gonna do quote PYY for the pragma. So now I can do quote PP to paste the pragma. I'm going to do quote TYY for the types. Now I can do quote TP for the types. I'm going to do include. I'm going to do quote IY for just that include part, and that paste the include. All right, now I'm being a bit more of a competent software developer and not typing so much. Proc. All right, what's up, proc? Task state. Tasks. Task state. Where would one find struct task state? In the MMU. Interesting. MMU, man. I had no idea that I'll be getting into this. Honestly, I thought it would be the easiest thing to just, you know, run Clang-format through everything. I just typed out this line even though I have it pasted in the yanked in the register. I thought this would be like a very easy thing to just do. Seg desk. What's the error? Oh, that's the error. Just needed the pragma. Okay, now we need. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, types with the paste. Didn't even have to type that out. Should I edit my stream title? I wonder. Can I make this more appealing for viewers somehow with like chill OS dev gardening with XV6? Maybe C programming in parentheses. Is that like more compelling? I don't know. But yeah, you know. Well, I was literally expecting 0 viewers, so I am overjoyed that there is at least one person out there. I mean, it makes my day, actually. It's kind of funny. Let's keep going. Proc.h. Let's get it. We're missing the NCPU. Yeah, smash that heart thing. Yeah. Can I think my website's a bit broken, but I can't see the icons for the different emojis, but whatever. But I see like there's some hearts there, so I'm feeling a lot of love. Yeah, no, we are making great progress. Should I update? Yeah, we're making great progress. What's working? I'm just wondering if I should update my my thing in the top right, working on Clang formatting code base and fixing build errors. I'm gonna be a bit more cute with this text. Clang working on code base to feel more at home in the garden, and then fixing build errors. Smiley face. Super cute. Yep. Maybe I'll just make that all in that. Maybe I'll make that all in one line. And then spread that over the top of the screen in kind of small text. Maybe I'll just also like drop my my Twitter handle. That's funny. Yeah, maybe I'll do that real quick. Text. Offline mark. Just put that in the bottom here. Great. nproc. Where is nproc? It's in parameters, param.h. So proc.h needs it. You know, I still am completely like flabbergasted at how this code even built earlier. If no code was using any like includes properly anywhere. I literally don't know how this code could have like compiled previously, but it there must have been like extremely brittle the code must have been just been extremely brittle absolutely everywhere. Like, so when we can learn, so one thing we can just do is look at all the code beforehand, and one thing that's immediately kind of like interesting that we can see is that in like all these files, types.h comes first before absolutely everything else. So that's like just how it worked. Like everywhere in the code base, they just had to put like types.h first, and then like everything else below that would see the stuff in types.h. And that like kind of allowed it to work basically, but that comes with the cost of now that types.h has to be at the top of like literally everywhere. I think that is literally how it works. I think it is literally just at the top everywhere. So yeah. I keep getting this warning from YouTube saying that my stream health is not good. I wonder if I can improve this somehow in the OBS settings or something like that. Let me just really quick. Let me just see. I don't know how to use OBS very well at all, actually. And I think I can't change any settings even while it's running. So I'm just gonna not worry about that. All right, I'm gonna do another. While I'm in the OBS, I'm gonna add like a nice big like plant emoji into my my thing just to be cute. Plant. Oh no, OBS can't render emojis. That kind of sucks. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so what we've learned is that the code was originally extremely brittle, and oh, holy crap, what happened here? Clang-format like decimated this define, but I think that was intentional. I've never seen a define like deconstructed like this. This is very interesting. I think that must have been a setting in the Clang-format. But anyway, so now we understand the root cause of why the build is failing, and now we're actually doing like good software engineering, and with our headers and our includes basically. So it's a little bit of a lesson for people doing C programming or people that want to understand C programming better, is that this is like something we would refer to as header hygiene. It's good to have good header hygiene, and it's important for every like file or like translation unit to include any types that you use in the file basically. Also, break time for 20 seconds. I'm gonna stand up, stretch. Okay, nice. I'm back. Why am I? Okay, I'm back. So yeah, let's bravely keep going. So the error is in proc.c. I've been kind of not following super well. Holy crap. No such instruction. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I consider me kind of scared. I don't actually know what this issue is. Type def. Is that how you use type def? I'm pretty sure that's how you use type def. It's not like a pound thing or anything like that. But yikes, what the hell? Trap sem.s. Include mmu.u. Interesting. I'm gonna close a bunch of files. Except what we, oh no, oops. Except what we need. What? Is it seg data? Seg kdata. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying, but I'm just gonna pause real quick just to say that, like, even though I'm not doing like low level hacking really, just doing this cleanup work like gets like around the code a lot, and I don't know, it's not quite as like superficial as I thought, because we're actually kind of going through the code and really making some improvements and having to kind of like kind of get into things actually. So this is not as like dumb as I thought. Just trying to Clang-format. This is turning into kind of an interesting adventure. Yeah, I just noticed that I have this like cartoon thing in the bottom right of the YouTube thing. I guess that's my like little channel icon or whatever, but it's kind of like over my body, I guess. I just kind of noticed that. Anyway, let's get back to this. So the trap assembly is so much assembly code that requires mmu.h, because it requires like data structures in mmu.h. Or it requires like defines in mmu.h, but this include expands this entire C header into this assembly file. Which expands type defs into the assembly file, and that doesn't make any sense. So kind of need to figure out what a good solution to this problem is. Yeah. Oh, cool. I got 2 likes on the stream. That's awesome. Wow. Feels very cool. Just gonna check on the Discord real quick. Check Twitter real quick. Bomberman followed me. That's kind of funny. Bomberman. Cool. How do we fix this? How do we... So, okay, just to back up one step, why did this work before? This worked before because mmu.h, like, apparently it's valid for like all the rest of this stuff to be in an assembly file. Oh, wait, what the hell? If not def assembler, that's what we need. Yeah, because like C code should not be in an assembly file, but apparently defines are good. So here's what we need. So, okay, this is good. This is gonna be not too hard. If not define, and if, right. and if. All right, there we go. I'm feeling like a bit like a real like C hacker like right now, because we just fixed like a build error with this assembly and stuff like that. So that's cool. And I mean, one thing I just want to say also is that I feel like this is a bit of a glimpse into like the really everyday life of like an OS developer in like a very slight way. Not that I would know because I'm not really an OS developer, but here's what I mean by that. Like, I think people like to think of OS development as like this very like hardcore, like this very like sexy thing where you're like working on all these like very like low level and important things like adding syscalls and working with like virtual memory and like stuff like that, and like you're doing all this like really important stuff. But what I would suspect and what I've also learned from my experience in my like work is that there's just a lot of like kind of dumb stuff that you also need to do when working on kind of like any project basically. And it's just it's not particularly sexy or anything like this, but yeah, it's kind of like what we're getting a bit of a taste of right there. But we've just used this macro to make sure that we're not including anything that's basically invalid for assembly, because this file gets included in an assembly file, so that's kind of important to know. Yeah. Moving on. Okay. This is weird. Sleepwalk.c has no member named PID. What? Sleeplock.c. How is that possible? Sleeplock.h? Oh, is that? Oh, oops. I think I. What the hell? For debugging. Sleeplock. I think I broke something. Sleeplock.h. Yeah, oops. I must have literally broken something, so I'm gonna undo it. And if you don't like know about Git tools, like this will be a good lesson for you, because obviously like the one thing I could do right now is like go back into my text editor and like retype this stuff or whatever, but what I'm actually going to do instead is just no, it's not what I wanted to do. I'm kind of messing this up, aren't I? Damn. I just want to do a selection. I could have sworn, oh, is it the V? Yeah. I'm going to select these lines and I'm just going to press X or D or something. Yeah. And just discard that hunk. And bam, we're back in business. And we fixed my like actual breakage. Yo, let's go. Let's go. The OS built. We are already, yeah, that feels very good. Feels very good. Kind of getting through all that nastiness with everything. Maybe it's a good time to start like a to-do.txt. Yeah, the OS built. Just to be clear, like yeah, the OS was like not building. It was like all messed up and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna do to-do, doing, done. And it's very simple to do. Clang-format, code base, 6 build issues. Do like this. To do. But what we've learned, make sure there are pragma onces for all header files. That's like a good next up task. A bunch of other stuff I want to do is cleaner directory structure. Don't have everything in root or like kernel, maybe user space, like stuff like that. That's a to-do. Yeah, okay, I'll keep that file around. Yep. Get ignore. To do. Get ignore. Add to do to get ignore. All right, let's take a look. All right, so one obvious thing, buff.h. Pragma once. Elf.h. Pragma once. Hello. Okay. Great. I think we're in good shape. And let's okay. What is the commit message here? So we are fix build errors resulting from Clang-format. Broke that. Fix it now with G. Okay. Very good. Oh, man, this is fun. Yeah, what a good checkpoint. I kind of want to, it's getting a little bit late, but I kind of want to keep going. I think I will keep going. You know, this is actually very fun, and I feel a bit of momentum with it. We got 4 people on the stream right now, which is very cool. Thank you all for being here. I'm just gonna get a bit of water in like 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, let's get the OBS open. Nice. What should we do next? Let's just keep going. We made some great progress, and let's continue that progress. What I want to do is really get my my pragma once hygiene good and complete, and I want to find all the files that don't have a pragma once. And what I'm going to do is for every header file, go x, then ag x pragma and what the hell, I always get that wrong. Okay. Cut? What the hell? What is cut H? Is that? What kind of file is this? Cut H. That's not a header file, but it showed up in my thing because it ends with an H. What we are looking for is any file that's a header file and does not have the pragma. Yep. And we found them. So sm.h pragma once. Functol pragma 8 once. File memlayout.h pram.h. Okay. Stat.h syscall.h. Yeah, what a cool and sexy file to be working in. Yeah, I'm a cool OS developer working on my syscall.h. Look at me. Traps.h. Traps.h. Types.h. Funnily enough, yeah, types.h doesn't have it. User.h. Yeah, just for fun, in case you are not familiar with this syntax of these two lines, where it's like the struct stat semicolon and it doesn't have the curly braces after it, those are what are called forward declarations. And you use forward declarations when you have like a file and you need to reference a type, but only by a pointer to the type, not the actual type itself. If you needed to reference the actual type itself, you need to include the full header where that type is. But if you only need to reference a pointer to it, the compiler doesn't actually need the full type definition actually for this translation unit, because pointers are a constant size, and so you don't have to give it the full include. And the advantage of not giving the full include is that your build time is potentially faster because the compiler has less data to process, because the file that's included like would otherwise expand out like into the file. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the main advantages. There's maybe others that I am forgetting or don't know, but let's move on. User.h. So got that. x86.h. Look at me with my Vim skills, pasting from my my register. Cool. Does everything still build? No. What? What did I do? How did I mess this up? Oh. It just built, right? What did I do? Invalid output constraint. What did I do? What did I possibly do? All I did, I'm gonna stash this real quick. I could have sworn it was just building. Yeah, so how do I apply the stash? All I've done is add pragma onces everywhere, which should be an extremely safe operation to do. But oh, what the hell? Why did Okay, I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. I built it in different tmux panes, and then it was not building or something like that. But wait a sec. Okay, but then p. There we go. And then does it still build? Thank you. Yeah, still builds. Bedtime. Continue the good work. Hey, thank you so much, Maya, for joining. Very much appreciate that. Have a nice sleep, and I will see you in another stream. Okay. So okay. So yeah, this is completely working. I feel good. Make clean even. Make build the kernel. Very cool. Add include guard everywhere else it's missing. This is cool. I'm feeling good. I'm just going to quickly turn off my mic to do a little audio test on my end. Do a little audio test on my end. All right, nice. We're back in action. And yeah, this is already feeling good. Like I'm already feeling a bit more like ownership. Oh, what the hell? Apparently, okay, I'm missing types.h. Shit. In this file, but that didn't actually make a difference for some reason. Include types. Okay. Yeah. So something is actually kind of odd with this file. This file does not look Clang formatted. Yeah. Somehow this file did not get. How is that possible? Clang format I. Is it because it starts with an X or something like that? Clang format x86. Oh, also interesting. I did not. What? Oh, x86.h. Oops. Oh, I did not format any. That's why I did not format any of my headers, I think. That's why. Does it still build? Yes, it does still build. I am going to, I'm not gonna add another commit for this. This belongs all in that original Clang format. Oh shit, that original Clang. I'm just gonna amend it into that commit. Oh no, view conflicts. Man, what do I do? Yeah, time to resolve some merge conflicts, I guess. All right, let's get this all nice and neat on the left. This will be a nice adventure in merge conflict resolution. So, if you did not know how to resolve a merge conflict, I will teach you. The way you do it is, first of all, you have to get your Git configured to show these three sections, which is not the default. And by the way, I actually have a full YouTube video about this. Just go to my channel, and there's like it's like a merge conflict resolution video, but after you get this going, all you need to do is basically start from the middle and see what the change is from the top. Yeah, start from the middle and see what is the difference between the middle and the top, for example. The difference is that the pragma once is gone. Oh, palm tree break. Stand up for a stretch. All right, cool. Let me. Maybe this is going to be kind of embarrassing if I forget how to resolve a merge complex. I mean, I know how to do it, but it's just a matter of explaining it. Pikachi, hello, thank you for joining the stream. Great to have you. We're just working on some casual OS development gardening, which just means I should update my my text here because we're no longer quite doing this. So what are we working on? I mean, technically, yeah, I'm still working on Clang formatting the code base, but I will be done soon. But yes, yeah, still doing that. I'm resolving some merge conflicts. So I know the proper resolution. The proper resolution is to, well, it's clearly this one at the bottom, actually. Yeah. I'm a little bit confused why there's even a merge conflict, actually. Okay, so what are we doing? My brain might be a bit fried right now, but I Clang formatted a ton of stuff. No, first I changed a bunch of headers and added pragma onces everywhere. Then yeah, I'm a little bit lost in terms of like where we are here, in terms of it like automatically did a rebase. I'm pretty confident that actually just the incoming change is the one I want though, which is kind of strange. So this is how this is how the thing was. This is what I did to it. And then this is, yeah. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Stash.h. I'm pretty confident actually for almost all of this. Yeah, it's just the incoming change. I'm pretty confident because if we just look at all these conflict markers, you can clearly tell the one that's been formatted by the fact that the struct thing is there. Yeah. Now, in this case, the resolution is quite simple. I think. Can I resolve this even in LazyGit? I'm just gonna Google that real quick. LazyGit resolve merge conflict. Yeah. Merge rebase options. I am not going to get bogged down. I'm just going to keep going. Accept incoming change. Yeah, that's like, it is a little bit ugly that everything looks like this now. Like, to be honest, I think this does look a little bit nicer actually. But I am just not going to worry about that. I'm just gonna accept all incoming changes. Yeah, but it does. I have to admit, like, I do second guess it a little bit. Like, usually like, in general, I think the style of this thing is, like, kind of bad. It's, like, a bit messy and stuff, but, in that specific case, I do kind of wonder. All right, date.h, accept incoming change, file.h, accept incoming change, mu.h, accept incoming change, param.h. Already did that. All merge conflicts resolved. Continue. What? More conflicts? No, what the? Why is that happening? Fix it. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, in this case, I want the head. Yeah, I just want the head in all of these. That's the one that has all my changes and also the correct current change. Ah, interest. Did Clang-format do that? Huh. Did it indent my man, what the? Why am I? Okay, I'm getting conflicts because I'm like, yeah, that's just what it is. Is there a faster way I can do this? I would like to. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna ask Google. I would like to just simply take the head. Nah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep moving on. Current change. Param.h. Accept current change. Stat.h. Accept current change. Types.h. Accept current change. Boom. All right, there we go. Make. And we are still building and everything. So let's go. All right. So that feels great because now we have officially a Clang formatted code base and nice, consistent style everywhere. Things are a bit cleaned up. These nice little structs with the braces. You know, I used to not be a fan of doing the braces like this. I used to be a fan of having the brace like up here, like that. But, well, and the reason I liked that was because it kind of made this nice kind of like right angle thing that surrounded the type. But I think I've since changed my mind. yeah, I've come to just like this nice vertical line thing that happens, and like I feel like also from a diff perspective, sometimes having them on separate lines can create a cleaner diffs. Although I would need to think a little bit about a concrete example of that. Um, nice. So that's great progress. Actually, let's go to do. What the hell? To do. To do? Wait, what? Why? I do not know why I cannot open the file called to do. It's like right here. To do. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Nice. Maybe I will insert the date if I can do that. Alfred. Where's my Alfred date? Oh, bummer. I don't have the date copy paste thing. All right. Well, I'm just gonna do Feb 9. Or do I do 2024 02 09? That's a bit more proper. Oops. Okay. Well, this was the other idea I had. I don't know if I will work on that tonight though. But yeah, I'm just gonna jot down some other ideas. I'm going to unneeded code I don't understand, because the idea here is I like inherited this operating system, but ideally I would trim it down so I know the entire code base and then kind of build it back out. And there's a lot of just code that I'm not sure I need. I can always get it back later, but I want to make this as minimal as possible, basically. So, at the top of this, I'll just put some macros. Like, so I'm in the code base, make it as minimal. What does that mean? Formatted, use my naming conventions and style. Compile whole thing with C++. So I can at least use basics like static, assert, all the casts, etc. Make it as minimal as possible, and then branch out. Yep. Yeah, no, this is yeah, then what then? Fun ideas. Fun. Basic kernel. These are just the things that kind of like tickle my fancy. Kernel. Kind of tickle my fancy. Formatted. Unit tests. Yeah, that I would be kind of interested to see how I can make that work. I have no idea how that would work. What I mean by that is, oops. Cool. All right, very good work today. Man, this is fun. For my first stream, really enjoyed that. Kind of want to, yeah, maybe I'll do that some more. It's just kind of fun, like talking to myself. And maybe a bit more motivating than if I were just to be like sitting here like alone doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, but thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you next time. I think I want to do this. It would be cool to do this weekly. I would need to see if I can find some way to do that, but yeah, this was very, very enjoyable. See you next time. Bye.